if it ever loads. Oh my god. YouTube hates me. I can wait. Alright, yeah. Oh my god, YouTube. Come on, damn it. I already started the recording. We're 12 seconds in. YouTube, I'm sorry. Or YouTube people, not YouTube themselves. YouTube themselves is what's causing this problem.
Every single conspiracy theory you ever know is 100% true. The government is reptilian overlords. Joe Rogan is in on it. Elon Musk is in on it.
This doesn't seem like clinically insane. This just seems like Facebook.
I am forgetting and knowing that is how I created the plan. I can't do the plan if I knew it the whole time because I'd be cracking up, so I make myself...
Or one of those rappers that claims to be like highly
Murphy
spiritual or whatever.
Reputation as an extroverted, disciplined go-getter whose athleticism easily rivaled other top-tier fitness influencers. However, as the years rolled by and
He has nothing on me though.
Irrelevance,
No,
his mental state would sadly decline alongside it.
I used to be so happy when I was a kid. This is called Times Market. I love this place because the gospel of Thomas is where it's at. See, the people who wrote the Bible or
I was actually put into a
Hold on, let me do that.
put into a psych ward for over 2 weeks.
When in the psych ward, he said he was God. He was offered.
Bro, I'm so scared of going in a psych ward.
emotion
I was reading this, not Reddit. It was. Oh my fucking god, that scared the shit out of me. I forgot I turned on notifications. Thank you, Devil's Arrow. Hey, Devil's Arrow, hey, what's up, man? For following. But no, I saw this Quora post, and it was like, have you ever accidentally ended up in a psych ward or a mental hospital? You know, like Arkham Asylum type shit. And this person said yes. And I can see why it happened, but at the same time, it just scared me because they said they're at a doctor's appointment for something, and they ask you, you know, like, have you ever thought of hurting yourself? All this stuff, and the way they took it, I can see why they took it because, like, they weren't suicidal, but they explained like that they answered yes because technically they did like it was a passing thought. Like, you know how like you just get random thoughts. It doesn't necessarily have to be like something you want, but like I could think like I don't know, something random. But, like, technically, like, I haven't thought of actually going through with it, but I've thought of it, you know, like, just randomly. Like, but it's not like I'm, you know, I'm not, you know, suicidal or nothing. But, like, even the question makes you think about it, technically. So, technically speaking, hypothetically, yes, you have thought about it in the last few weeks or whatever. But at the same time, if you know you're not having those thoughts seriously, you probably shouldn't answer yes. I don't think they got the memo. And they answered yes. And they ended up in a mental hospital for like a week, and then they finally got out after like kind of convincing them that she wasn't crazy, or not crazy, but suicidal. I don't know if I should keep saying that word. Should I just call it the S word? I don't know how Twitch is about that. But yeah, that's kind of scared me because I'm like I'm gonna really think about my answers for stuff from now on because I'm so scared of ending up in one of those. Like if I actually need it, then okay, yes. But if I don't need it and I'm in there, like that one Batman comic where they try to convince him he was never Batman. Same with Moon Knight in 2016, where he wakes up in a mental hospital and they're like,
it's just rapid.
"You're a patient."
The whole universe
Scary.
is me. I am consciousness. I know that Mom has a stronger belief in heaven than you, Dad. It's in essence. You can feel it. You can feel God within someone.
Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who has officially lost his mind.
Breakdown, Psych Ward's strange podcast.
No, he's enlightened. There's a big difference.
We're all captured right here on the YouTube platform.
Should I hire the volume of the video?
Insanity,
I'll do it.
beginning on the 9th of January 2016, when Connor Murphy would post his very first video titled "Connor Murphy Natural Body Transformation." The video began by stating,
I've always wanted the six-pack,
he wasn't
but like
really the coolest kid in his class.
I also like
going on to
food.
show numerous photos of his skinny younger self.
And I know
This
someone's
would all
gonna comment,
change when he
just
began
be
to
better,
hit the weight
but
room at the
whatever.
age of 13, building a pretty reasonable physique in the 4 years that followed. However, this had become even more impressive by his 21st birthday, having built his body to the point where he could stand out as a fitness YouTuber on the platform. He began by posting simple workout and nutrition guides, in which it was clear that Connor had a genuine desire for improving the lives of his viewers.
It's to help you look as impressive as you possibly can for your next Instagram.
What a nice looking young man. I hope he
Everyone
doesn't
wants to look good.
get off the
I'm
rails
helping you guys
someday.
out.
I'm not trying to make fun of him though, because that's like a serious thing. I can never. I'm too lazy to keep up with my workout schedule. Like, I don't know. My problem, like, I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth because sometimes I'm like really into it. The best part of my life was when I didn't have YouTube. I didn't really do anything. My hobby was working out. Now it's like I still enjoy it, but now I like gotta find time for it, kind of, rather than I make time for it over a bunch of other things because it's my favorite hobby that I'm looking forward to. But I still run every day, besides like 1 day a week because it's kind of what I do. But I do gotta start losing a little bit weight soon because damn, I'm like 190 right now. Normally I'm 170. But when on my peak, like in high school, I was like 215. Oh my god, that was bad. That was bad. But like I told myself, like 190 is like the peak before I got to start losing weight again. Every time I get near it, I'm like, okay, I got to go a month and just go hard, cause like I can lose weight pretty quickly, but I can also gain it pretty quickly if I'm not careful. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I don't know. It's just like it's especially harder the more I'm doing YouTube stuff and like work and all that. But I do enjoy running every day. Working out, like actually lifting weights and stuff, I haven't done in a while. If I am going to do something similar to that, it's going to be free body stuff, even though I have like weights stuff in my house because my dad is a workout freak. I don't know. I just prefer free body weight stuff.
When Connor posted
I can do 100 push-ups though. Well, not anymore.
Series,
I'm gonna get back to it soon though. I can do 70 right now.
The series was pretty basic. He'd wait to match with females on Omegle before taking his shirt off and simply record.
Oh my god!
Within 6 months of
we gotta go on Omegle.
On Omegle video,
no.
Murphy had passed 100,000 subscribers. However, the most notable part about this video was the information it revealed to Connor. People were interested in watching him.
See, girls aren't the only ones that can get 100,000 from being hot.
Prank type videos in which he would leave the bedroom and instead look for excuses to take his shirt.
I go on walks a lot, not really running that. That's fine. Walks are fire.
Shirtless on the roof of Chipotle, Connor Murphy goes.
It's literally the same thing. It's just one takes longer to go the same distance.
Instantly.
So if I can impress you in just
well, I guess with the running you get an elevated heart rate, but still.
So when does the timer start? Right now?
Like anything helps. Oh!
So here's my phone. You guys can just put your numbers in.
The videos were incredibly cringy. However, this was offset to some degree by Connor's self-awareness and likable attitude in the beginning.
I really hope you don't think that I'm too much of a douchebag.
No, I already
but
do.
Even
Don't
if
worry.
you do, please subscribe.
I started going to the gym again.
Subscriber ratio is getting absolutely insane.
However, even with the likable attitude, without context, the videos were incredibly.
I was 170, but now I'm 190. Hey, you're just like me. Nah, like I'm fine being 190, whatever. Like, but Hawaii is coming up, and I want to be taking off my shirt and stuff. I don't know, man. It's not looking good right now. So, I gotta put in the work for a couple months, which I'm also fine with. Like, either way, like I'm not like looking at myself in the mirror being like, damn, I'm ugly as fuck. But like, I am noticeably healthier at 170. I mean, if you look at my videos, you could probably tell, like 5 months ago maybe when I was back at 170. But I don't know.
H3 True
At the end of the day,
who was reigning supreme.
If you're happy with how you look, that's fine. I'm not happy with how my hair is looking right now, though. This is so dumb.
This guy.
Why is this side going? Whoop! This side going.
What do you think about Connor Murphy? First thing I think when I look at this guy is that when he's having sex, he's watching himself in the mirror. You know what I'm saying?
And while most YouTubers would see this level of criticism as a negative, it simply gave Connor Murphy another opportunity to display his humility.
Hey, to be fair, if I had his body, I'd probably look at myself a lot. Like, come on.
I've honestly been a long-time subscriber.
I might take off my sweater. It's kind of hot in here.
Including his recent one.
My idol, Connor Murphy.
I think it's the best one yet. So you guys should.
How tall are you?
Providing a
Whoa, you trying to calculate my BMI? I am 5'6", 5'7" on my ID. But muscle. Nah, before I started running a few years ago, I worked out since like the age of like 11. It was crazy.
However, while such a milestone would have been incredibly exciting for Connor Murphy, it seemed to trigger a serious decline in his motivation for making videos, as only 6 months after achieving 1 million subscribers, he disappeared from the platform for over 5 months. Upon returning, he'd upload only 8 videos within the space of a year, less than 1 per month, with only half of them cracking the 1 million view mark. As a result, Connor Murphy's average monthly view count began to tumble. He'd go from 20 million views per month at the beginning of 2018 to less than 5 million per month by the beginning of 2019, only 12 months later.
Wait, really? You're 5'7"? What's wrong with being 5'7"? What's wrong with that? I'm a tall man. Look it. Come on, like you see this? You see this in the? Hold on. Let me get rid of this real quick. Hold on. This is a tall man right here. This is a tall man. Look it. I'm so tall. I'm out of frame. Come on. Come on now. Come on. Hey, I'm so tall. Yeah. Actually, let's. I'm not gonna take my shirt off, but because that's like against TOS. But let's see. How am I looking? I'm not looking too fat from the side. I'm not looking too fat, but I'm definitely not skinny. That's below. Shut the fuck up, Tempera. Ban yourself. Ban yourself. I don't want to see you in my chat ever again. You're so mean. There's no such thing as below average. It's a myth made up by women to make you feel worse about yourself. Just a joke. Shut the fuck up if you're mad. Come on, man. Damn, I'm small as fuck. I'm 5'4". Yeah, everyone, let's make fun of him. I'm just kidding. Or her, I don't know. I don't want to misgender anyone. But, nah, I'm... Come on now. It's the personality that counts. Come on, man. Nah, you know those posts that are be like, that'd be like, I'm so glad I'm funny because otherwise I'd get no women or something like that? That's me. If I wasn't funny, I have nothing going on for me. And the worst part is, my humor is kind of niche. So, I'm not funny to probably 90% of... I keep burping. I'm drinking this monster. 90% of girls on this planet probably wouldn't find me funny. So, my options are extremely limited. I'm 6 feet and younger than you. Yeah, well, you know, I've accepted that it's an L. One of my friends, MM bro, he is like 14 or 13, and he has a beard, like a beard. So I'm just like, okay, L. You can't win them all.
In viewership had also been aided
I'm
by
5'11",
reduced interest
lucky.
for prank-related video.
When I was younger, I don't know why they did this, because I don't know if this is like a thing doctors are supposed to do or can do and like confidently do. But I was younger, maybe like 11, 10 or 11. I have no clue, to be honest. So somewhere on the younger side. I went to the doctors. They did my, like, all my shit or whatever. And the doctor said, this could be completely fabricated by me, but I believe it because I've said this so many times at this point that I think it's true. I just don't remember it happening. But I remember remembering it happening because this has been, like, talked about. It's like a myth in the lore of my family. Because the doctor told me I was supposed to be 5'11". I was going to grow to be 5'11". Now, I don't know if that's an actual thing that you can tell. And this is why I'm thinking maybe I just made it up when I was a kid, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that happened. I'm like 1,000% positive because it couldn't have been from a dream because my dreams aren't that sensical. My dreams are dumb. My dreams is like Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness if it had no script. But, yeah, so I was supposed to be 5'11", and then I just never grew throughout high school. So, yeah, you know.
In 2016 and 2017, his ideas were fresh and on par with the YouTube meta at the time. However, they were certainly feeling a little dated by 2019. As 2020 rolled around, the prank genre had not only become even more dated, but Connor was facing a new
YouTube
problem.
pranks
Almost
are
all of his viral
trash.
ideas required outdoor social interaction with females, which had been halted by US lockdowns, forcing him to return to older video ideas.
And I know it has been forever since I've made an Omegle video, but since it's pretty much the only type of content I can film right now, I figured it was time to do another one.
Connor returned
Just
to the
film a
streets when the
workout.
lockdowns were lifted.
On 6th Street, thank goodness it is back, like the good old days.
However, the overall limitation would drop his monthly view count to less than 3 million per month, forcing Connor to try a new career path. With a sane and coherent mind, Connor Murphy made the decision to move to LA in pursuit of becoming an actor, and while the potential of a new
Hollywood.
career path was incredibly exciting, this would be the point at which things began to go downhill rapidly.
For a while now, he's come under fire for his physique essentially deteriorating. Compared to when he first started YouTube, he's kind of like, doesn't look nearly as good as when he
People
first
go
started.
through
He's
shit, come
lost
on.
about 10 to 15
That's
pounds
fucked
of
up.
muscle.
While Connor's physique was still incredibly impressive by average standards, it was becoming increasingly obvious that his body wasn't built to the same standard as it had been in the early days of his channel.
Is it just me, or is Connor looking a little smaller and less shredded? Not hating, just noticing. Bro, your videos are awesome, but what's wrong with you? You don't look like a bodybuilder. Your abs are disappearing. You don't look shredded.
Well,
Focus
damn.
on your physique more, bro, although I enjoy watching your vids.
Connor explained the reason for his loss of gains to be
Body fat percentage. And over the course of the last few months or whatever, I've probably gained like 1 to 2% body fat. The second thing, man, is lighting.
However, others speculated that his weight loss might have been the result of some kind of addiction.
I don't look that skinny, do I?
You might, man.
Maybe.
Damn.
I mean, you're definitely bigger.
You know
than
what this
me,
reminds
but
me
yeah,
of? But this is like, this is not the same at all. But remember when, you know, Chadwick Boseman, like a couple months before he passed or whatever, there was like a picture of him and he was like skinnier and people were like, oh, he's doing drugs or whatever. And I'm like, y'all are so quick to judge. And then it turned out, you know, he had this awful illness. And I'm like, bro, that's why, like, I don't know. I don't like saying things if I don't know. But, like, I guess it's kind of obvious, though, if someone, like, actually is on drugs or something's wrong. But I don't know. Like, this just kind of reminded me of it, even though it's not the same.
You weigh less than me by a lot now because you've lost 31 pounds.
Damn.
These suspicions would be confirmed to some extent when his friend and fellow YouTuber, Patrick Lyons, would upload a video explaining that in early 2020, Connor tried psychedelics for the first time.
Oh, get it? That's how you watched Multiverse of Madness early, W.
A year ago. And
Not funny.
When he took it a year ago, it is what led to the first period of like concerning video content creation on his part, related to what he called.
What? Just because he did no Omegle video again?
Concerning video content began with this video in late 2020 titled "Why I Deleted My Old Videos and How to Access Them," in which his audience would witness the first example of Connor giving up his.
Oh yeah, I forgot he like became God.
Replacing it with a much more hippie vibe, wearing a hoodie and necklace while standing in front of a damp rainforest poster. Throughout the video,
if he didn't have chiseled jaw, like a chiseled jawline, you wouldn't even tell he was a fitness guy.
I reached this point of success, the great physique, the girls, the money, and I became depressed.
And while his new introspective message might have resonated with some, in the months that followed, it became blatantly obvious that Connor Murphy was diving deeper into what you might call the spirit realm, as his ramblings became increasingly incoherent.
A lot of people like that type of stuff, though. You could have a career in that.
That you can be free of the compulsive nature behind thought. Of course, you will still think, but there won't be any addictive qualities to that thought. You can detach from your thoughts and be the observer of the thoughts, rather than identify with the thoughts. That is probably the biggest addiction of all.
At around the same time, Connor would post a picture to his Instagram.
See, I would say this is fine. Like, I mean, obviously it's not everyone's cup of tea that sub to him or whatever, but like, you know, just unsubscribe. But I do know, like, from the start of the video that he ends up in like a mental facility and all that, so probably wasn't good for him. I don't know, but like, the content itself, like, it's just different content, I guess. Like, it's not a big deal.
Holding a graduation certificate alongside a caption reading, "I am now officially a doctor." That's right, I received an honorary doctorate in spirituality from the Los Angeles Development Church, an institute simply from making a donation. This honorary degree lets me legally use the doctor title in front of my name. I can legally be referred to as Dr. Connor Murphy. His former friend and fellow YouTuber Patrick Lyons, who had originally updated everyone on Connor's ayahuasca use, then went on to explain that Connor's dosage had increased substantially.
He took that ayahuasca the first time a year ago, and I don't know where along the lines these things happened, but he has increased his frequency of consumption to every 2 hours.
Oh, I forgot he took psychedelics.
Connor called Jane.
I asked Connor, how often do you do ayahuasca? And he said, every 2 hours.
Connor's extreme dosage would become apparent when a channel called Micah would upload a video titled "We Went to Save Connor Murphy," in which Connor's apartment could be seen in complete and utter disarray, shown similarly in Jane's video.
I drove my car.
It looks like a YouTube content creation
there were a
house.
bunch of boxes and trash bags in front of his door. We went inside his apartment, and this is what I saw.
Oh, thanks, YouTube. Nah, you don't get it. He had a hype party last night.
Half of the apartment
He just hasn't cleaned up yet.
Through the front door. Connor apologized for it being so messy, but said that he hadn't had time to clean because he'd been so busy making content.
See, exactly. I get it, man.
I just haven't had time to clean.
That's why I'm here. So I just started unboxing the mountain of packages, and it was a bunch of totally random stuff. Just a few of the things were a Harry Potter invisibility cloak.
Whoa! Oh,
cat
what?
Tower.
Well, that's not random. The Harry invincibility cloak? Who wouldn't want a fucking Harry Potter invincibility cloak? I don't even like Harry Potter that much, and I would want one. What was the other thing? Oxygen. In the event of an emergency, oxygen's pretty important. And then a cat tower. I mean, maybe he's getting a cat. I don't know.
Him if he had a cat, and he said no.
Before he'd go on to imply that he completely
maybe his fetish is being a cat.
How you been getting all your calories in?
Rome, I just eat whatever I want now.
Later in the video, Connor's mental health problems.
Hey, if it makes him happier, but it's kind of obvious that it's not.
Griffin in Belle Delphine, you like this? I'm about to eat some vegan macaroni and cheese. Vegan, it's made out of plants, just like your.
Do you guys think this is just a big brain move for content, or is this like actually? Oh, I guess he actually went to a mental hospital, so it's probably not for content at that point. This is
when the two guys who were filming the video left Connor's house, they'd receive this call.
The giant Zoom call. The world is on a giant Zoom call. Please, I'm begging you, man. I'll pay you anything. Please get over here.
Dude, yeah, I'll let you know. We probably will.
I will give you all the money in the world. It's a worldwide Zoom call.
I want to join this worldwide Zoom call.
Thank you. Please come back here. Thank you.
Dude, oh my... Showing that it clearly wasn't fake. In other videos, Connor appeared more sane. However, there were still signs of mental illness, such as this video in which he would attempt to pick up girls by telling them that he had become God.
I am God.
See, once again, a weird video idea.
How do you feel about that?
But the only thing that makes it weird, like, is because of the other videos and the mental stuff.
Well, why do you think that...
On its own, it's just kind of a random video.
Connor's god complex would then lead him to produce even stranger videos, such as this one titled Failing to Enlighten My Parents, in which he would sit in a Zoom call rambling incoherently to his mother and father for an hour and a half straight.
If you truly had faith and you knew that heaven on earth existed, that's the only thing you'd be searching for. You wouldn't be working, you wouldn't be stressing. All you would be doing is doing everything you can to experience heaven on earth.
His parents are like, what the fuck did we raise?
A complete overhaul of his Instagram from
Yo,
a
Bunny?
to a psychedelic
Bunny
wasteland.
figure?
He's starting to wear like costumes and shit, and he's like going around at nighttime doing weird stuff, and he starts posting these Mario became enlightened when he realized that he is the pixels. You are living in the Matrix. Connor that call me the Happy Hatter, and he's wearing some costume.
In the early days of his channel, Connor had talked about his passion for golf.
My two main, more serious sports were basketball and golf. I played those both in high school, and I play golf in college right now.
Which would be reignited in the strangest way after he had become enlightened, as explained by Derek from More Plates, More Dates.
I look at my DMs, and I'm in this weird group, and it's called like Connor's like enlightened cult or something. The members of this group, it's like Connor, me, Tiger Woods, the PGA Tour, Keemstar, like like the weirdest smorgasbord combination of individuals ever. And Connor is just
he's just trying to get
voice messages in his Matthew McConaughey
trying to get
accent.
in them golf
and I'm
tourneys.
like, what are we doing here, dude? Like, what is going on? And presumably his enlightenment sort of led him towards the realization that he was going to win a major golf tournament professionally, as far as I understand.
In the same video, Derek would go on to explain that Connor had gone so far off the rails that he began posting his saved passwords to his public Instagram.
Him showing every single password on his phone that is saved, like every single account he has and the email associated with it, so like Bank of America, Amazon, even his Bang Energy password apparently.
Derek would then host a podcast talking about Connor Murphy with another YouTuber who would state that his actions seemed indicative of schizophrenia.
That is psychotic behavior.
Yeah.
Like that is.
So why is no one trying to help him instead of just talking
mental
behind his back
instabilities,
about him?
such as a family history of schizophrenia.
And while it didn't seem like things could possibly get any worse,
Like, I would hope if I ever get a little loopy or like just not myself, I would hope I don't wake up just to see another 50 podcasts on me and videos and TikToks. Maybe someone like text me, hey, are you okay, man? But
audience would come to find out that with every high, there's an equivalent low after he'd upload a video simply titled Goodbye. In this video, Connor would explain that he felt as though he was going insane, being at his, quote, mental breaking point.
What is happening? I've gone literally mentally insane over the past few days. I don't understand. My mental breaking point.
He'd then go on to state that he was doing anything to try and show his family how to be happy.
For 6 days I've stayed up, I haven't slept. I wrote a 70-page book in 2 days to try to explain happiness to them, and it's crazy, but yeah, I'm crazy, but I just want them to be happy. I'm trying to save their lives. They don't realize how unhappy they are.
Before going on to leak his address.
You can come here to 167.
I should have muted that. Okay, I was about to say.
After posting his address in a
I don't
public
want to leak
YouTube
his
video,
address as
police
well.
would pay him a visit before taking him to a psych ward where he would remain for 2 weeks. In the process, he'd remain in contact with his best friend, who'd state
Hopefully
that
it
even
helped
after
him.
being put in
Yeah,
a
it
mental
is sad.
hospital, Connor was unable
Damn.
to stop talking about his spiritual enlightenment.
So Connor spent 2
Oh,
weeks in the
I'll
psych
say, if
ward,
that was
and
him,
I
then
called
he
him
grew
every
hair
few
hella
days.
fast.
Rather,
Nice.
he called me, and we talked every few days, and he was able to get to a point where he was able to hold a normal conversation and speak normally, but yet one thing remained the same. The one thing that stayed the same was he just didn't want to talk about anything other than his enlightenment and his awakenment. It seemed to be the only thing that mattered to him.
After being
I think the solution, get him back into the gym. He takes 1 rep. He's back. I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to make fun of the thing. I just, The only way I can cope with sad things is by joking. Deal with it. Kind of reminds me of Etika. Unfortunately, like, I knew of Etika when he was around, but it's one of those situations where it's like you don't know what you lost until it's gone type of thing. Because then Davon was hanging out with me and he started showing me like his I think it was his first time playing like Sonic 2 or 3. I don't remember which one it was. Or maybe it was Sonic, I don't know, Sonic CD or some shit. I think it was Sonic CD. And he was like getting super happy whenever he heard like a song that he recognized from something else or whatever. And it was just really nice. And then I started like going down the rabbit hole and I was like, damn. I think I also watched him play Undertale. But I was like, damn. So yeah, really unfortunate. Fucking sad.
would upload a video titled Yes, I'm Alive and I'm Sorry, in which he would state that the goodbye video was all an act, done for the purpose of potentially grabbing the attention of a movie studio.
I had this crazy...
I didn't watch him till he's
I'd make
gone,
some
sadly.
acting
Yeah.
movies.
Like,
That
I'd
was
watch
so dramatic.
like random things that were recommended every now and then, but I would totally be lying if I said I was like a fan. Like, I just knew of him. But now I'm like, it's one of those things where you just kind of go like, damn, I wish I knew how dope he was when he was here. So that he's gone, hilarious dude. Exactly. And like I don't play video games that much, but I still have a love for certain games or whatever, and it's really nice seeing like, because I watched mostly his gaming shit or whatever. I don't know if he did much other stuff, but seeing like his love and passion for certain games, I'm like, damn. Especially games that I like. I mean, admittedly, like the Sonic shit, but yeah, no, it's crazy.
Dramatic and so controversial that it would grab the attention of producers. And this would be my one
At least
final
he's
shot
trying to cover it up.
at becoming an actor in Los Angeles.
However, at a
Although
later
you
date,
did
he
leak your
does release
actual
the book that
address.
he'd been discussing in the original goodbye video,
Remember a 70-page book in 2 days?
in which he would state that he planned on replicating.
That's
the
an
path of
L.
Jesus.
That's not that much. Nisio Isin wrote a masterpiece in 3 days. So, like, and it's longer than 170 pages. So, like, come on. With wordplay? Like, I'm just kidding. Not funny.
By
I
faking
know.
his death so more people could focus on his spiritual message. What if I uncovered the true knowledge and was able to spread it to the world? What if I thought up the most mind-blowing YouTube stunt of all time to spread it? What if I could start to awaken other people and change the world? What if I could actually
This
tell the
reminds me
modern
of the
day story
dude from
Jesus?
Ayasumi Pun
I had
Pun,
some
the
work to
fucking
do
dude
before
with the
showing that
glasses and
cycle
long
did
hair.
little to bring him back to reality. In another statement,
Except
reading,
this is
"I recently
real
had
and
what the
kinda
doctors
depressing
called
to
a manic
watch.
episode, and I call a spiritual awakening. Okay, I admit there might have been
Nisio
some
Isin is the
negative
GOAT.
involved, but I
Facts.
can promise
Big
you
facts.
not an ounce of it was negative. Perhaps in his own mind, none of it was negative. However, his total subscriber graph told a different story.
I might buy
Since he began to lose his
Kubikity
mind in
Cycle soon.
2020, Connor has lost over 150,000 subscribers and now barely gains over 1 million views per month.
Not gonna lie, I
He'd
found
also
out about him a
mentioned in
month
recent
before his
video that
death.
He didn't have any
Damn.
money left.
The moral of the story.
Well, that must have been crazy then,
I'm broke,
because
so if you have a
you like start watching him and then all of a sudden some shit goes down. That's sad.
business opportunity for me, maybe you want to help me get some brand deals and make some commission. At this
One point
point,
was
I have
depressing.
zero
Without spoilers, yeah, I just won't even mention stuff. But yeah, overall, yeah.
shame, and I'm open to pretty much anything.
It's good
However,
though.
He does sound fairly sarcastic, so this might have been a joke. The silver lining to the story is that Connor has deleted almost all evidence.
I mean, I
of his
fucking
crazy
bought it.
spiritual
Of course I
phase,
like it.
replacing it with fitness content as he had posted in the past. His spiritual channel titled Connor Murphy Talks, on which he used to post incoherent ramblings, went completely silent until 1 month ago, at which point Connor returned with a normal articulate story relating to his high school days, in which he's looking and sounding substantially healthier than he had been 12 months ago. Almost
That's
all of his
good.
comments discuss the obvious recent improvement in Connor's life, so hopefully his insanity was nothing more than
Thanks
a
for no
minor
spoilers, I
hiccup
need to
in what
finish
will
it.
become an incredibly successful life over the
Yeah.
long term.
You should finish it, man. And good for him. Wait, didn't watch the last few seconds. I think it was still on a happy note. Hold on. I don't want it to be like, and then he's got depressed
so hopefully
again.
his insanity was nothing more than a minor hiccup in what will
Okay.
become an incredibly successful life over the long term.
That's good. Hopefully things go well for him. Let's see what the comments are saying. Yeah, it's really sad that his YouTube friends didn't have his best interest in him. Exactly. That's fucked. Like, a lot of these are talking about his friends. That's what I was saying. Like, you could tell that they were using him for views at that point. You know, it's really fucked up. So yeah, if you catch a Dave on making a bunch of videos about me going off the rails, call him out, please. Hold on, I'm trying to fix this. Bam. But yeah, hopefully stuff gets better.